Welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel. This is the place where you're going to learn a lot of things about digital marketing, a lot of things about AI, and how to start your own agency in the digital marketing world. And here, you are going to develop an essential mindset. And so I don't just talk about IT or AI or digital marketing. I also talk about mindset because I'm a life coach. And so I always want to make sure that, people get their mindset right before they approach anything that they want to do in life. And without the right mindset, you cannot do anything. And so this channel, which is Eric Bakes, is going to be a place where you can learn what I've learned, throughout the years and also get your hands dirty with AI stuff, digital marketing. This is not something that is going to be theory. It's going to be more of hands-on. And so here you can also unlock new possibilities. And that is discover how shifting your perspective can open doors to existing opportunities. Most of the times we look at things from one perspective, right? Well, if you have an open mind and you look at the big picture, you're going to see a lot of good nuggets. And so you always have to change your perspective. When one thing is not working, you have to change and look at what other options that you have. And on this channel, this is where we embrace challenges and opportunities. We don't want to be lazy and say that, oh, this is not possible. We always want to embrace challenges. Every time there's a challenge and you come up with a solution, you grow. And so you have to embrace challenges because in with every challenge there are a lot of opportunities in there. Bad things happen to us, and all that we can think of is just the negative aspect of it, but we don't see the other side. Sometimes things shake us up just to open doors for us, so we have to be conscious about this and open our eyes. We have to open our eyes and see why something is happening. Don't always look at the negative side. Always look at why is this happening? What can I do? Always have that solution mindset, okay? And so, yeah, welcome again to my channel. Subscribe if you are not a subscriber yet, because every time I drop some value about life, about mindset, about spirituality, but it's mostly on AI, on digital marketing, how I run my agency, and how you can also start being a freelancer or a consultant, or improve, or let's say build on your skills to become valuable uh, in your 9 to 5 job. And so let's move forward with that. And who am I, and why should you listen to me? My name is Eric Ejebuampong. They call me Bakes, and so Bakes has become like another part of my name, and so Eric Bakes to be short. I'm a former DevOps engineer and also a cloud architect. I've been in the IT field for over 20, 25 years, give and take. And I live in the United States in Miami, but I frequent Ghana a lot. And as you can see, when it comes to living life, I'm very unapologetic. I love to enjoy life. And so as you can see, I love coconut, and I enjoy water bodies. And so as you can see, I live in Miami and it's water all over the place. And that's me right there chilling. And my work experience, I've worked with Western Union in their headquarters in Washington, D.C. as a senior software build and release engineer. I also worked with a company that is called Income Agent Solutions. We develop the gift cards that you see in CVS, the tolls, Easy Pass, SamPass, and all the major companies. We process their payments like T-Mobile and AT&T and T and all those kind of stuff. I was a DevOps manager there. Actually, I relocated to Miami because of this company. And when I got to Miami, I thought Miami was like home. It's like Africa with a very good economic. So I decided to stay. And then I've also consulted for Equifax Inc., the credit bureau. Most of you in the United States know Equifax. I was a DevSecOps engineer. Now we have DevOps and DevSecOps. DevSecOps is doing DevOps with security in the mix. And so, in simple terms, that's what it means. And then I've also worked for Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is a big insurance company in the United States. I've worked and consulted for a lot of Fortune 500 companies. I'm not going to list everything. Today, it's not about me, it's about you. But I just want you to know that you are in good hands. I'm going to be your instructor throughout this course, and I want you to know that you are dealing with somebody who walks the talk, right? It's not somebody who just tell you this and that, and they don't practice what they preach. I practice what I preach, and so you are in good hands if you have that good mentality to learn, then this is the place to be. Currently, I'm an IT consultant, as some of you know, and also a digital marketing expert. And so this is how it all began. When I began, I loved the laptop life. So I started working, learning about digital marketing, and that's what took me into IT. But then, my hobby or my passion has always been digital marketing. But I went into IT, I was still doing digital marketing on the side as a side hustle. And then after some time, I decided that I have to merge the two together to be able to serve IT companies. And so I'm going to get to that in a little bit. And I'm also a life coach. And the name of my life coach practice is Luminous Consciousness, which is light and consciousness. And so I coach people on part-time basis. Like I said, I help people with seeing their blind spot, letting them know that there are a lot of possibilities. You don't have to always focus on the negative. When you have negative things happening in your life, change your perspective and look at the bright side. That is the only way you are going to grow. And so these are the things that I'm doing currently as an IT consultant or AI consultant. I help a lot of companies with their marketing needs. I with digital marketing and also a life coach. So some of you, I've coached some of you here on this platform. Some of you watching me, I've coached you maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and you know what I do. And so if you have any, anything challenging you in life, if you have some blockages, if you have some hurdles in life and you don't know what to do, know that you have a life coach. And so, yeah, you can reach out to me if you want to have a life coaching session. And currently, I run my own business, and the name of the business is called BayksCloud Consultant. So as you can see, Bakes is everywhere, right? BayksCloud Consultant, and I got that from cloud, being a cloud architect, and so Bakes Cloud Consultant. And we help businesses with AI strategies and digital marketing solutions. And so that's just about me. Enough of that. I just wanted you to know the kind of person you are dealing with. And so, yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is this man here. He's called Agbeko Kumordzi, and this man is a wonderful man, and I'm going to tell you why we are having this class today. So, Agbeko Kumordzi founded charity Galley Education Foundation, and according to him, he is. Let me read this right. Led by Agbeko G. Kumo. Okay, the charity Galley vision and the driving. It's all mixed up. I'm sorry. So Charity Galley Vision, right? Professor Double Double or Agbeko Kumordzi is the one who founded Charity Galley Education Foundation. Okay. Now, according to Prof, he says that, no child, no child should learn computers on the Blackboard. And so he started this charity foundation in honor of his late mother, Charity Galley. Coincidentally, her first name is Charity. And so he started on this philanthropic project building ICT centers, and he's already completed one, which is functional, 100% with about 27 to 30 computers for the youth in Agbozome, Kleko. Sonotu or something like that. The name is always a little bit tricky for me. And so, excuse me, he has built this ultra modern ICT center, and his dream is to build these ICT centers across Ghana and even beyond Ghana, in some other African countries. And his main goal is to expand access to digital education, empowering undeserved communities to thrive in the digital age. This is very, very crucial, right? At this time in this world, everybody is going digital. And so for our kids to be learning on the blackboard, it's not something that is going to help this kid to become, um, you know, uh, to become people who can compete in the global space. And so this idea, when I saw him doing this, within 6 months, 1 year, he built this ICT center, the lab with the computers, the laptop. I was like, wow. So that is why I decided that I can also support him, support his good work, and help him, and also bring this knowledge to the youth in Ghana, because I think that we live in a global village now. And all that we can do is to give these kids and youth education and access to computer digital marketing resources so that they can also compete in the global market. You don't have to travel abroad in order to be successful these days. You can live anywhere, everywhere, and still be successful as long as you have the desire to learn and make a difference in the world. And so Professor Double Double believes profoundly that every child deserves the tools to learn, grow, and reach their full potential. And so the ICT Lab initiative, this is the cornerstone initiative, was created with clear and impactful purpose. And one is to equip young learners with essential hands-on computer skills. And second, to bridge the digital divide by providing practical experience from early age. No child should learn computers on the blackboard. And I just want us to take this moment to commend this man. A lot of people, when they become successful, there's nothing wrong with it, but they spend the money on themselves. It's all about them, right? This is a man who is out there doing this wonderful thing for his community and for his country. And so if you want to help, you can always go to his page. And his page is, let me see, um, let me go here. That is his page, and you can always go to this page, talk to Professor Double Double. You can go there and learn more about him. He's the man behind this ICT labs. He's building a second one in K2 North, and so let's give him a big shout out, text, put something in the comments to commend him and congratulate him for his wonderful work. Let's thank him for what he's doing for Ghana. You don't have to be a politician or to be in high places to make a difference. And that's what he's doing. And that is what I'm helping him do. And so we can all contribute our small quota to help develop our country, our communities. It's not just about Ghana, but wherever you are, be a valuable asset to your community. Give value. It's not just about taking, 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 taking. Give, and more will come to you. So, yeah, let me go back to what I was sharing. And we're done with Prof. So we're going to move on to the ICT Galley community. And so we have the brick and mortar location, which is in K2 South. There's another one being built, but we also have an online community, and this is where we have over 1,000, almost 1,500 members, and this is where we learn more, we share ideas. This is so one. This is a historic journey for the first time. This is the first live session for my channel and also for the ICT, the Charity Galley ICT community. And so this is a historic, if you are part of it, it's wonderful. Just text in the comment section. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be part of this family. And I'm going to share all these links I'm talking about in the comment. Why win if you are there, you can share the platform Charity Galley ICT community. You can share that link and also share Prof's face group link so that people can join. Those who are not members yet can join. And so, yeah, here in this community, we give practical and immediate skills. You acquire hands-on skills. Let me highlight so that you can see what I'm talking about. You acquire hands-on skills that you can apply right away, empowering you to make a real impact. So it's not just about book, learn. We get our hands dirty. I'm gonna show you how to do things in real time. Yeah, it's the same thing, real world opportunities. We work on projects, things that are happening in real world. So you become ready for the job market. And it's also beginner friendly. So you don't need to have any degree. You don't need to have some kind of educational background. You just need to know how to read and write. That's all that you need, and a passion and a desire to learn. And we have a supportive community. I'm here. Win is there. Professor Double Double is there. And there are a lot of people behind the scenes that you don't see. I haven't mentioned their name. People like Yao Frimpong and Vincent and all these guys, they are all running things behind the scenes. And there we have a big support group that can help you, with your journey. And so you are in a good place. And so for today, the main topic for today is going to be stop blaming and start building. And before I start any coaching program, whether it's IT or AI or digital marketing, the first thing I work on is the mindset of the students. Now, if you don't have the right mindset, like I always say, you cannot achieve a lot, right? You are going to grow incrementally instead of exponential. So you always have to tune the mindset and make sure that you are conscious about what you are going to do. And so we want to unlock your digital future and help you to master digital marketing and AI. Most of the course is going to be on AI and how to apply it in digital marketing. And so you learn the AI skills and then the digital marketing aspect of things, how you can apply that in businesses. And so one, we are going to talk about mindset, how you have to change your mindset, and two, how to take ownership of your life, take responsibility of your life. And then we will talk about the digital marketing aspect. And why are we here? We are here because most of you want to better your lives, you want to add value to businesses, you want to add value to your family, you also want to add value to your country. And so the aim of this platform or this community is to help you guys to become AI consultant, video editor, web and funnel designers, YouTube content creators, social media managers, SEO specialists. SEO is search engine optimization, um, email marketing specialist, Google Ads manager, content marketing strategist, digital marketing consultants, copywriters, graphic designers, e-commerce specialists. Guys, these are all professions or skills which are in high demand. A lot of businesses need people like this. Even me, right? I need about five people from this categories of skills, and the main aim is to train you guys and get you to the point where you can start as a freelancer or as a consultant to provide these services to small businesses. Look, by 2030, all companies will be digital, and not just digital, but you also have to have some footprints in AI. And if you don't have that, you remember what happened to Nokia phones and Motorola phones? When iPhone came, yes, that's what's going to happen. If you don't upgrade and leverage AI, you are just going to be like the Nokia phone, Nokia 3310 or something like that. And so you always want to make sure that you are catching up with what is happening in the technological world because things change pretty fast. So I'm going to have a session where we are going to talk about how you become, because people will look at this and say, okay, so how do I become a web designer? How do I become a YouTube content creator? How do I become an email specialist? These are all big, 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 big skills, right? One is just enough to make you thousands of dollars every month. And so, what we're going to do is, I will have another session where we are going to talk about all this stuff and how to specialize in each of them because not everybody wants to be a YouTube content creator or a social media manager, SEO specialist. People have different skills, people have different talents and different hobbies. And so these three main pillars are what we use to determine that will help you to become what you want to do. And so we will go into that. But what we are going to learn on this platform is just the foundation. It gives you an idea of how things work, and that after some time, you're going to find your flow and see where you belong. And so we're going to do that. And anybody can start. And so as you can see, anybody can start. You just have to be curious and have the desire to learn, a curiosity mindset, and also the commitment to take action. So, all you need to succeed here is one, a positive mindset, a laptop or a desktop. Phones won't cut it. I mean, you can come here with a phone, but moving forward, what we are going to be doing, if it's a workshop that we are going to get our hands dirty, you need a laptop or a computer because you cannot do what we practice on a phone. And so invest in a laptop if you don't have one. They are cheap these days. And you know, if you want to succeed in life, you have to invest in yourself. And so, to those of you who don't have it, I know it's very hard, especially for some of you in Ghana, but try and get that because without that, then you come here and waste your time. So, invest in a laptop and also get some fast internet access because you need that. Now, let's assume that you get hired by a company here or by me. How are you going to work if you don't have internet? How are you going to work with me if you don't have a laptop? So having a laptop or a computer is non-negotiable if you want to take this to the next level. Like I said, you can always watch this on the phone, but it's not going to be valuable to you. I think that it's going to be a waste of your time. And I'm a straight shooter. I don't mince words. I have to be honest with you. Okay. And so if what I'm saying is making sense to you, please put it in the chat. This is great. I can relate. I understand. Type I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Type I agree with you if what I'm saying makes sense. If you think that you need a laptop and a fast internet for this to be valuable, type I agree. I agree. And so, and then another thing I would need from you, all that you need is a lot of action. You have to take action. No excuses. Let's just take action. Action, action, action. And the most important thing today is that to everybody who showed up, thank you very much because you've taken the most important step, which is showing up today. And so, big up to yourself and say that, type in the chat, big up to myself, big up to myself. And yeah, because you showed up today. And that is already a victory worth celebrating. And so I want to commend you on that. Congratulations, you showed up, you are serious about this, and this deserves some celebration, right? And so that is that. And let me move on to the next slide. And yeah, so for today, as I said, I wanted to talk about mindset. And in order to have that right mindset, you need to change certain things. Life, they say, is what will not change by luck alone. I think that I don't believe in luck, right? Because even with good luck, it depends on the things that you did that kind of gave you that good luck, all right? Because if you think that something is going to happen magically for you, forget it. And that's what is keeping a lot of people stuck. And so you have to look into this stuff here. One is your core beliefs, right? What are your core beliefs? Do you believe that every rich person you see made their money through scam? The moment they say that somebody is rich, all that comes to people's mind, especially if that person is a black person. Oh, he's a scammer, he's this, he's that, he's robbing people and all that. No, change that mindset. These are some of the core beliefs that we have. Most of us are envious about other people's success. When you have that mindset, you're not going to go anywhere because if you are jealous about somebody's success, guess what? It's not going to happen to you because you are a reflection of whatever that is coming through your mind, right? Your mindset is a reflection of you. And so if you think that somebody is a thief, somebody is a scammer, somebody is a corrupt person, and that's all that you think when you see success, then guess what? Success is never going to come to you. Okay. So you have to change your core beliefs. You have to start thinking positively and be happy for people's successes. Be happy for them. Celebrate them. Say good stuff into their lives. And that is how it bounces back to you. Okay. So change your core beliefs. What do you believe in? Do you believe that you were born in a poor home, so you have to stay poor, and all your descendants, all your kids are going to be poor just because your mom or your dad was poor? No, you have to change that core belief. Don't believe that it's only a certain group of people who are born to be successful. No, change that core belief. Another thing you want to work on is your goals. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about your goals. Oh, when you ask people what do they want, like maybe you ask a lady or a guy, use a lady for example, what do you want in your man, right? And all that they start saying is, I don't want a guy who is this. I just asked you, what do you want? And instead of them talking about what they want, they start talking about what they don't want, right? And you ask them what they want to do in life. and they don't even have any goals. They don't have any intention. And it's all clouded because they don't have that clarity of mind. And so you always want to set clear, measurable objectives. Now, do you guys know about any goals? You know, we have long term goals, we have short term goals, we have other goals, but there's one that I'm looking for. And so if you know about goals, can you drop it in the chat? And smart goals is SMART, smart, smart goals. And I want you to put in the chat if you know what a smart goal is, and maybe you can give the meaning of the acronym SMART goals. If you don't know, I want you to go and check on that because this is something I'm not going to spoon feed you with everything. Some things I want you to go and check for yourself so that it sticks in your subconscious. SMART goals. SMART. SMART. Smart goals. If you don't know, please go look it up. I'm not going to give you this information as of now. I want you to research things for yourself. So you have to have smart goals. The third one is consistent habits. Consistent habits. You need to be consistent with your goals. It's not like, okay, I want to build my body today. I want to lose weight, and then today you go to the gym, and then 3 days time, I don't feel like going today. I don't feel like going tomorrow. You have to be consistent because if you want to arrive at that goal, if you want to manifest that goal, you need to stay consistent with the actions and the habits that you promise to take. Because if you set your goals and you say, maybe I want to lose 15 pounds, all right, I'm using weight loss, for example, I want to use 15 pounds. What are you going to do to lose those 15 pounds? So you have your SMART goals set up, and you know the things that you need to do in order to arrive at that goal, in order to manifest that goal. You have to stay consistent with that. So if you have to do this every 2 days or every day or every 5 hours, you have to stick to that and be consistent with that. You have to always be consistent with your action taking. And another thing that a lot of people forget to do when it comes to change is they don't seek help, right? They get stuck and they just box themselves in one corner. No, you have to seek help. Talk to people. Once the problem is shared with people, it's like 50% solved. So you have a community here, you have a support system. If you are running through issues, just talk to us. Talk to somebody, have a mentor, have a coach, have a mastermind group so that you can get support from people. So if this is making sense to you, please drop, yeah, support systems are good. Support systems are good. Just drop it in the chat. Support systems are good. Yeah, I see people explaining what a SMART goal is. Yeah, nice, nice. From Chris Smith saying specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. That's exactly what it is. So awesome for that. Thank you, Chris, for that. Those of you who don't know what a SMART goal is, Chris just put it in the chat. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And so set um, that is how you set SMART goals. And the last thing I wanted to talk on was the support system. Always get support. Get a mentor, form discussion groups, form mastermind groups, and share. When you share, because knowledge doesn't abound in one person's head, right? So when you share with people and you share your problems, the problem is half solved. And sometimes it's not even a problem. You are just not looking at the right places. And so do that. And one thing that a lot of people do is let me read this to you. Um, Waiting for the perfect moment or a stroke of luck keeps you stuck. A lot of people will always be waiting for the perfect time. Let me give you a practical example with myself, right? I wanted to start this YouTube channel. I created the channel, but it took me about almost 2 years to start because I was always waiting for the right opportunity. I was waiting for the right time, but the right time never came. I get busy. Tomorrow there's this. There's always something going on. And so it was all about just, drawing a line in the sand and say that, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm scheduling this time and this is what I'm going to do. And that's what I did because the right time never came and the right people never came along. I had to start. And so when you want to do something, forget about what people are thinking. Forget about what people think of you. You don't care, right? Just do you. Just take action. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Just do you. And also, real transformation happens when you invest in yourself and learn new skills. So, a lot of stuff, we want this, we want that, but we don't want to put in the work. How are you going to get there? And so, you always want to take action. When you take action and you invest in yourself and learn new skills, a lot of transformation happens for you. And you have to take responsibility of your future by starting today. From today onwards, you have to take responsibility of your own life. It's not about your uncle. It's not about your auntie. It's not about some brother in the United States or some uncle in the government or something like that. That's what keep us stuck because we are thinking we are waiting for some messiah. No, always take responsibility of yourself for yourself. Okay. Um, and for this mindset to happen, right? For these changes to happen, you have to make this mindset shift, right? This is the mindset shift that you need. This is the mindset shift that you need. One, this is very important. You have to stop blaming circumstances and others. Stop blaming circumstances and others. People blame their uncles, their brother, their friends for something not happening for them, right? No, life can be very unfair. Things can happen. Bad things happen to good people. Okay, and so when things happen, like I said earlier, look out for the positives. You have to look into the situation. Why is this happening to me? Have that solution mindset and have ways around that. Otherwise, you are going to get stuck. Focus on what you can influence, not what is out of your control. And so sometimes we blame the economy, we blame the president, we blame this and that. Those things are beyond our control. We don't have control over that. What we have control on is ourselves, about how we can make the next move to better ourselves. So stop blaming circumstances, stop blaming people, stop pointing fingers, and take responsibility of your life. Stop blaming people. When you blame people, you don't move forward. Okay? This is very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. This is very, very important. This mindset shift, if you can make this alone, this is going to bring a lot of changes in you. Stop blaming people and circumstances, the excuses. Okay. So if you agree with me, then please type in the chat, stop blaming circumstances. Drop in the chat, stop blaming circumstances. This is very, very important. If we can get this right, then we don't even have to continue for the rest of this demo. But yeah, and also start taking responsibility for your life. Direct your energy towards your time, learning, effort, and choices. Stay away from energy vampires. Stay away from people with negative mentality. Stay away from things that do not serve you, right? the drama on social media, it's all waste of your time. It takes so much energy, a lot of creative energy from you. So stay away from those things and take responsibility of your life. Stop blaming people, like I said earlier. And these are the elements you can truly control. And so, yeah, and then the next thing I want to talk about is you have to own your own future. Your life, your decisions, and your future, it's all in your hands, okay? Your future is not in my hands. It's not in your uncle's hands. It's not in your parents' hands. It's in your hands. You have to take control of that. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. And you have the power to create the future you desire. It's all about you. And so focus on that. And if we can shift from the mindset of a victim to the owner of our circumstances, then we can achieve a lot. All right. So this shift from victim to owner is the foundation of everything that follows. This particular slide is very, very important. If you can take a screenshot, please take it, because your success or your failure would depend on these three things. Okay, let me move on to the next slide since we are running out of time. And why do people get stuck? Right? It's these four fundamental things. People get stuck because one, they are scared to fail, fear of failure, because oh, if I fail, my friends are going to laugh at me, they are going to mock me, I'm going to lose money, I'm going to do this, I'm going, this is going to happen to me, and that fear of failure. And so most of the time we don't even take chances, we don't take the risk because we are scared to fail. And if you have that mentality, then you are not going to be successful. You always, life is a gamble, you always have to gamble. It's 50-50. If you don't succeed, you're going to win. And most of the time, you'll be on the winning side. It's always 80% on the winning side. Once we take that plunge, it's always going to be 80% on the winning side. We might go through some bumps, some hurdles here and there. It's all a feedback to tell us that don't do it this way, do it that way. And so let's dissolve the fear of failure in order to move forward. All right. You are worried about making mistakes or not being good enough to succeed, or people making fun of you for being a failure. And yeah, it happens. People will always laugh at you. People say so many shit about me, right? When I was doing my IT career, because I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But when I started my second degree in IT, I was doing some associate, and people started talking shit about me because most of my friends were going to Yale and all these big universities, and I was just going to a private university doing IT, and people said so many demeaning things about me, but those were the things that gave me that energy to move forward. And now they cannot say those things because I proved them wrong. Okay. Excuses is another thing. People make a lot of excuses. It's raining, the weather is no good, my computer is broken. We come up with so many excuses, and some of them are valid excuses. But then again, we have to draw the line in the sand and say that this is my goal, right? This is where I want to be. I'm serious about this. So I'm going to have all these excuses, which are genuine, but I'm still going to move forward. And so dissolve the excuses. Some excuses we cannot do anything about it. You plan to maybe study at 1 o'clock, and then something happens and you have to forfeit that studies. Yeah, schedule another time. Maybe that 1 hour you can do it later in the day. So always try to reduce or eliminate the excuses, especially when you have an important goal, you have an important milestone to achieve. And the next one is waiting for help. Yeah, I talked about having a supportive community, right? People around you to support, but you don't have to wait, right? When you start helping yourself, they say, even in the Bible, they say that the heavens help those who help themselves. And so when you start helping yourself, people will come to your aid. People see you struggling, you ask people, that is seeking help. But you don't sit there and assume that people know what you are going through. You have to talk to people and you have to seek help instead of waiting for help. And then the last one, which is very powerful. So the first one and the last one, limiting beliefs. You believe that, oh, you were not built for this, right? Nobody was born an astronaut or a doctor or a pilot. Um, I wasn't born an IT specialist, right? I was born just, with a blank slate, everybody. And so you can become whatever you want as long as you are ready to put in the work, right? And so believe in yourself. Don't believe that you live in a certain village and so you cannot achieve what other people are doing. Well, location and geography and all those things are factors that really contribute, right? Somebody in America, a kid in America and a kid in, let's say, Agbozome don't have the same opportunity, but we still have people coming from that place like Professor Double Double to be one of the biggest guys, in this country. And he's a CPA. And look, he's the ICT billionaire building ICT centers all over the place. And so you don't have to limit yourself. Have the belief that you can also become someone like Prof, someone like me, someone like the president. So don't limit yourself. Don't let those beliefs put you down. And what happens when you take action? When you take action, you get personal growth, you discover your strength and abilities that you didn't even know exist, right? You didn't know you have. And so you have to take action. There's a lot of personal growth, and then you learn valuable skills, which makes you marketable to your employer or to the clients that you serve or you want to serve. And it comes with income opportunities. You can live in Ghana and work with companies in in other countries like Dubai, US, Germany, UK, wherever. And it also builds that confidence in you because when you know something, you are confident about it. If you don't know something, that is when you freeze because you lack that confidence. When you know something, you become confident. So if you take action and you learn something, you're going to become confident. Um, and who am I? This is how I started. I started. This photo is like I think it's 92 or 93, but I started from nowhere. I come from a middle income family, but I went to live with my grandmom in Koforidua between 89 to 91. And those 2 years were like the game changer, in my life. My grandmom would never hand you over money. Even when my dad gives her money for my upkeep, she will never hand this money to me. So I started becoming a hustler because I wanted to wear good stuff. I wanted pocket money when I go to school. And so I started selling a lot of stuff. I sold kerosene. I sold the soap Azuma blows. I sold firewood, the leaves for Wache and Kafa because we lived in Zongo. And so I was selling some of these leaves, Wache leaves and Kafa leaves to the women who cook Wache in Zongo. And so I started hustling and I also wanted the life, my dream was to live the laptop life. And so I started looking into digital marketing. I started looking into businesses online. And that is how everything started. I started building a website and I was like, whoa, I can build a website myself. Then, I need to go to school for IT and some degree on that. And so that's how it started. And then I got into the IT job. And there were a lot of setbacks, right? There were a lot of setbacks, a lot of people saying bad things about me when I told you because I love to party as well, right? I'm a party animal. And so people look at what is happening in my life, and they make their own conclusion. This guy is not serious in life. He's always partying, going to parties, and yeah, well, I was doing that. But when I come home, I lock the door behind me, and I go to my books and learn. And so that's how it all started. And then, once I graduated, I got a job and got into the IT field, and the rest is history, right? And so you can become whatever you want to be, right? I didn't start and get to where I am today. It took me years, right? It took me years, and you just have to put in the work. So if I can do this, you can also do this. And so if you can do this, I want you to drop it in the chat and say, I can also do this. I can become what I want to become. You can drop that in the chat. You can do that. Yeah. And so, I started hustling, and I never took no for an answer. I knew that I could do this and that. And so I was just pushing hard and hard and hard and hard. And even up to now, I go through a lot of problems, a lot of hurdles, just like you as a business owner. Things are not smooth, but I don't give up. I keep on pushing. I keep on pushing. That is how you can succeed in life. And so you have to always be pushing. Um, and why does digital marketing, digital skills matter today? It matters today because businesses need online customers. Every business needs customers, and that is the lifeline, for every business. Every business, from small shops to global brands, need a strong online presence. This is crucial for survival and growth in modern market. And so this is why I decided to go into this direction, right? And companies want digital marketers because they are specialized in whatever they do, the service that they provide. They are not specialized in marketing. So they need people like us with skilled digital marketers in high demand across industries. Everywhere, people need us. And companies actively seek professionals who can help them reach and engage online audiences. Like I said, we are going digital and AI. Since COVID, things have shifted, right? We are getting there faster and faster. And with AI, it's just going to happen like lightning. It's just going crazy. And so you need digital skills to really thrive in this environment. And anybody can work online these days. When I come to Ghana, or go to India. The reason why I can travel so much during the course of the year is because I'm able to work wherever I am. I'm not bounded by my physical location. And so I just grab my laptop and I'm able to work anywhere I want to work, right? Same thing, I can travel to, let's say, Jamaica for a whole month, rent an Airbnb, an apartment with my family, and we just live there and work 1 month, and then we come back. And so you want to be able to compete in the global market, right? The job market. You want to be a freelancer, a consultant, and or launch your own agency and be able to help companies across the world. And there's a flexibility to be anywhere with your laptop and work from anywhere in the world is like the best thing ever, right? I have that kind of life. I travel with my laptop and I can work from anywhere. And this is why I love this. I wouldn't trade this for anything. And the digital economy is growing rapidly, and you are learning exactly the skills needed to thrive in it. And so here you're going to learn, as I said in the earlier slide, um, we want to give you that foundation so that at some point you can divert and go into, let's say, email marketer, or you want to build funnels, you want to um, become AI consultant, build AI agents and workflow for businesses, help all these mom and pop shops. And that's what you want to be. And so you are in good place. And then, yeah, here, this is what is going to happen moving forward. Okay. So we have designed a comprehensive program that takes you from complete beginner into a confident digital marketing professional, right? And so, what I plan to do is to hold this class bi weekly. But looking at the turnout, if this continues to be like that, I might do this on weekly basis because I love the energy. And so if you want this to be on a weekly basis, please type weekly so that I know what you guys want because I was gonna do this bi-weekly, but I think I should be doing it weekly so that I can move through the stuff that I want to share with you so faster so that we can get to our destination early. And also, I want you to please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are not a subscriber yet, because I post advanced videos about AI, about digital marketing, also about mindset, spirituality, about how to meditate, how to stay away from energy vampires, how to stay away from drama, and all those things. So please subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber yet. And it also helps the channel, right? It helps the channel to grow. And thank you very much if you've already done so. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. Keep coming back to watch the videos. Anytime that I upload new videos, you're going to get notifications. It might not necessarily be things that I'm going to discuss over here because some of the some of the topics are a little bit advanced. And so for those of you who are advanced, you can always check my YouTube video for yeah, for what is coming. And also, we are going to have advanced courses, and that is where we're going to drill down into details of, let's say, somebody who wants to become a funnel designer or a website designer. We're going to have those courses. Somebody who wants to be an email marketer, email campaign marketer, we're going to have some course which goes into deeper depth on that. If you want to become an AI consultant and build AI agents and systems, workflows, we're going to have something like that. So, like I said, this is what we are going to do on this live demos. Is going to be more of a foundational course, but we're going to have some advanced in-depth courses where you just focus. It's a lot laser focus path where you learn the specific skill, right, to become, let's say, an AI consultant. And so that is the dream for this. And so what we are going to be focusing on predominantly is going to be about AI tools and applications. We are going to learn AI, how to make AI work faster, easier, and more creative with marketing solutions. And we would apply that in digital marketing, right? And so we learn AI and then we apply it into digital marketing to solve business problems. And some of the things will be content creation. A lot of people need content these days. People are advertising, people are going online, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all that. You need to create content for people. I need a content creator because when I'm doing my YouTube, I script my own content and I put it together. I need to train somebody to help me on that. And so that is why in the community, in the ICT community on the platform, I told you guys that, I need about 3 people, 3 or 5 people to help me so that I can employ, but I have to groom you guys. And so details will come later. And also, you can get a chance, if you don't work with me, you can also get a chance to be a freelancer where you can sell small businesses in your community, small businesses in your area, or you can um, improve your skills with your current employer, right? If you're somebody who wants to work for a company, this will make you become a hot cake because you have a lot of digital experience, and that's what a lot of companies need these days. And so, yeah. And what do I expect from you? I expect you to show up consistently. And I'm looking at the chat right now. It looks as if everybody wants this to happen weekly. And so, yeah, I plan to host another one next week. Next week, we're going to do AI basics. And so I will be sending that information later in the week. So we're going to do this weekly, and then later I'll assess the patronage. If we still have a lot of people, we're going to continue weekly. If not, then we will go to bi-weekly. But yeah, next week we're going to start with, we're going to dive deep and get our feet wet with AI, introduction into to AI. And so stay tuned for that. Excuse me. What I need from you is to show up consistently. Yeah, you need to attend all classes. There's also going to be replays loaded in our platform. And so if you miss the class, you can always go back, or if you want to watch something and practice it, you can always go back to the community and look at the lesson and learn that. Or you can come back to my YouTube page, and it's going to be here because this is going to live on YouTube. And also here we practice what we preach, right? And so this is something that I need from you. Whatever you come here to learn, don't just go and put your notebook down. I want you to practice what we learned during these workshops, during these hands-on workshops. I want you to practice it, because that's the only way you can get a job or you can start working for people. If you learn and you don't practice it, you're gonna forget. Computer is like that. That's why Prof said, no kid should be learning computer on the blackboard. You learn computer using it and solving problem with it. Okay. And I also want you to ask questions, and this is the only way to grow. If you are stuck with something, ask questions and never give up. Never give up. Keep on pushing. This is not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be easy, but you have to keep on pushing. You don't have to give up until you get to your destination, until you manifest your goals, until you manifest your dreams. You are going to bump into a lot of issues, a lot of hurdles, a lot of problems, but keep on going. Just believe, trust the process, and keep on pushing. That is the only way to be successful. Nobody just wakes up one day and decide that they want to do this and that, and boom, it happens. If it happens, good for you. Good luck. The universe was on your side. Your mindset was tuned to 100%. There were no doubt. That can happen as well. But for most of us, we have to keep on trying and never give up. And sometimes it's the universe telling you that this way is not going to work. Do it that way. Okay. So everything that you do, if it doesn't work, it's just a feedback. It's just a feedback loop. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It's just a feedback. Change how you do things. That is what it's telling you. And to maximize your experience, I want you to, I said, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Eric Bakes. When can you share the channel again, just in case, some people just joined, they can see that the name of the channel so that they can subscribe to. And also, if you want to join the Charity Galley ICT community, you are welcome to join. Win is going to share the link so that you can register. And I also ask you to join Professor Double Double's platform. Let me see. Um, all right. Win is going to share that with you. So, yeah, join the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and join our ICT, Charity Galley ICT community platform. And also, I entreat you to watch replays, come back to this channel, invite other people to join so that we'll have a big community and we can grow together. We can grow together. And all that I want to say right now is this is your moment. This is an opportunity. This is a free program. This is going to give you the foundation to this is going to give you the foundation to hone on your AI and digital marketing skills. And so please take this thing seriously. Please show up and come here. Make sure that you are participating, you are contributing, you are commenting on the platform, you are getting involved with everything that we do because this is going to change your world. This is going to make you a better person in terms of providing value to your employer, to your community, to your clients, and to yourself, most importantly. Okay. And so I want you to take this thing seriously. Commit to this journey and practice. Refuse to quit. And your life, what your life can and will change. Okay. And it's not going to happen in the near future, but it starts today. So believe in yourself, have that confidence in yourself, and know that this is the beginning of a new chapter. This is the beginning. All the excuses, all the blame game, all the finger pointing, all the blaming others. Today is the end. You are going to be responsible for your life. You are going to take responsibility and accountability to yourself. And yeah, I think I've covered almost everything. And so, um, just to end this, I just want to say thank you very much for joining this class. And I'm excited of what is coming. I have a lot to share. I have so much to share. So I want you to believe in me and show up for these classes. Like I said, next week we are going to talk about something on AI, and it's going to be fundamentals of AI because we have to start from the foundation so you can understand, and then we build on the knowledge as we move along.